This evening, we engage in a meditation practice of gratitude. And I thank Reverend Holly Whitcomb for her inspiration in her message that reminded us that gratitude makes sacrifice possible. And so we're going to dive into her key points and a practice of meditation. So I invite you to get comfortable, to find a comfortable place to sit, to be still, to catch your breath. And we begin first by just kind of taking an inventory of our own being still, focusing on our breath, turning our thoughts inward and letting go of distraction. And as we focus on our breath, we allow that relaxation to flow over us. With each breath, with each exhale, feel yourself deepening into relaxation. And as you sort of scan your body, I invite you to be aware of any points of tension or discomfort, and to just, with a deep breath and a heavy sigh, just sort of breathe into that and see if you can relax just a little bit more. Let that tension go. When the thoughts that distract kind of float through your mind, just let them do just that, float through. You may want to say to yourself, there's nowhere else I need to be. There's nothing else I need to do but to be here in this moment. Take just a moment more to focus on your breathing and to quiet your mind. And we begin our gratitude practice by taking an inventory of the sources of grace and thanksgiving. To do this, we begin just with today. And I invite you to imagine this as if it were a slideshow running in your mind. And let that image, one by one, sort of flash through your mind, pausing on each for a moment of gratitude. Again, this should be a natural practice. Don't force it. You also don't need to come up with a big list or make sure that you've got everything covered. This isn't a test or a competition. This is just simply a practice of gratitude. So beginning just with today, what have been sources of grace and thanksgiving that you've experienced today? And let those flash through your mind as if you're watching a slideshow. of those moments and pause with each one to offer a moment of thanks. Continuing with that sense of gratitude, you may want to now not just focus on today, but just see what things, what images, what thoughts, what people, what moments come to mind that are sources of grace and thanksgiving for you. They may be recent, they may be long ago, there may be many, there may be few. Just see what comes to mind, and again, allow that to sort of show through your vision, your mind, and take a moment to be thankful. And next we shift our attention to savoring, to paying attention, to taking the opportunity to pause and to notice. And so I invite you in a similar fashion to see, just going with your own breath and letting your mind wander where it wants. What moments of savoring have come to you? When have you paused to stop? When has something caught your attention that you noticed, that gave you a moment of gratitude or grace? When we savor, it's almost as if time stands still, as if we are frozen almost for a moment with nothing in our attention but that moment. I invite you, as you think about a time when you've experienced that savoring, to see if you can conjure up that same sort of feeling. What did it feel like to stop, to be still, to lose yourself in that moment of wonder? And spend just a few moments basking in that feeling. Continuing with this idea of wonder, when was the last time you were delighted, left in awe? When was the last experience you had of that childlike openness, where you just felt pure emotion, joy, or laughter, or gratitude, wonder, delight? See if you can imagine a moment like that. And again, put yourself into that moment and tap in again to those feelings. These moments of wonder, of delight, of grace and thanksgiving. These moments when we are moved to gratitude are oftentimes when we glimpse the holy right where we are. We often think of a sacred encounter as being something big and grand and magnificent. But we are surrounded always, even within our very being, with holy presence. Opportunities, moments, glimpses of the divine, like a ray of light breaking through the clouds. And we are grateful for that. This practice of gratitude creates openness. It is like a flower blooming. The petals open and the blossom is exposed more to the light and to the air and to the rain. So it is when we engage in an intentional practice of gratitude, we open ourselves up to more opportunities for wonder and grace and delight. More opportunities to sense the divine right where we are. And so we draw our practice to a close with just a few moments of again returning to our breath and offering gratitude for what we have experienced and for this opportunity to always draw closer to our own sense of wonder and grace. You may begin to come back to the room you're in. To be aware again of your surroundings. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes.